make it. All right. Hey, everybody. My name's Megan, and today we're going to be talking about how you can optimize your facility rental process in municipalities with HeyGov. Just for a brief overview of what we're going to be chatting about, I'm going to give you a little introduction to HeyGov and to our reservation system and a brief overview as well. We'll talk about the different facility rental types that people often use HeyGov for. We'll compare the paper versus online process for reservations, and then I'll go through how you can actually do online reservations with HeyGov. And then at the end, we'll do a little question and answer session. So if you have any questions, you can send them at any time, but I'll be answering them at the end. This was scheduled for 40 minutes. I think it'll take a little bit less than then, or maybe it was 45. I think it'll be about 20, 25 minutes, so we can get you back to work as soon as possible. And again, my name's Megan. I'm a digital transformation specialist with HeyGov, which pretty much means I chat with you. I figure out how we can help you bring your services online and the best way to do that, and kind of walk you through that process. So a brief overview. First, let's talk about who HeyGov is as a company. We have 5 different apps that help you digitize your municipality. Today, we're only going to talk about one of them. If you're interested in learning about our other apps, which help with payments, licensing, and permitting, through in one request from your residents, as well as helping you automate your minutes process, feel free to book a demo with me, and we can chat about anything you're interested in. We're headquartered in Door County, Wisconsin. I obviously am not from Wisconsin. I live in Alabama. Most of my coworkers just work remotely. We're spread out all over the world, and we love to meet new people. We currently have over 250 customers in 28 different states. I think that number is over 300 now, actually. I need to update this. The states might be the same, though. And overall, we're a municipal payment solution that helps you streamline your services. We do a little bit of everything, but that's who we are at the core. And we are tailored specifically for local government. So if you're a local government, you're lucky because we're here for you. We know that reservations can be tedious to do the old-fashioned way, dealing with all the paper, people having to come into the office or print out forms. And so we want to help you bring that process online to streamline it a little bit, or a lot, depending on how long your process takes. Now, I know everybody's processes are a little bit different. I've heard some that were fairly simple, but still more steps than I would want to do. And then some very overcomplicated steps that I couldn't even wrap my mind around how it got to that point. Maybe you're somewhere in the middle. But no matter where you're at in that spectrum, if you're doing them on in person, an online process is going to be much easier, faster. It's going to save you a lot of time. So that's where we come in with HeyReserve. We can help you bring that process online, or if you're currently using another provider, we can switch you over to our services, which is very user-friendly and custom built for you. So some of the most common facility types we see people doing reservations for in HeyGov are park pavilions or park shelters. A lot of people rent out their city or town halls, library meeting rooms, campgrounds, community center rooms, as well as sport fields, and just other things that are related to the rec center. Corey, what do you guys take reservations for at this time? Feel free to drop it in chat. I have seen other things. We can also handle like marina reservations. I'm trying to think. I know there's been some odd ones that were kind of one off. I worked with a municipality that does a reservation type process for their dog parks. So that's kind of interesting. Corey, in Corey's municipality, they rent out a beautiful hall for weddings, grad parties. I'm actually engaged to be married, and I would like to have an online process for reserving something for my wedding, but in my municipality and the surrounding cities, there is no process that's online. So you have to like call and figure out all the details and compare, and it kind of overcomplicates things. So it is nice having that process online. And just for a little bit of a comparison from the paper reservation process to the online reservation process. With the paper process, we know how it goes. You have to print out a form or pick one up from the office. I don't have a printer. I would have to drive to my city hall or go to my library to print it out, which I can do. It's just an extra step. And then usually you take a cash or check deposit. And that's another step for me. I don't ever have cash or checks. I had an initial checkbook when I opened my bank account, never used all the checks, never got another checkbook. And like I said, I never have cash on me unless I take it out specifically for something. So I'd have to take cash out, take it to the city hall or send it in, make an in-person payment for the reservation, because in my city and the municipalities around me, there's not a way to pay the actual fee for the reservation online. And over on the admin side, they have to go and confirm they have all the information. If they don't have the right information, you have to call me up or email me or let me know that I didn't fill the application out right. We have to make sure the times are matching up. It's just a longer process. You bring that process online, all they have to do is fill out an online form, go to your website, go to the app, fill out an online form, make the payment online, or I can choose to pay in person. Maybe I still want to pay cash or check. Not me, but maybe somebody else. They can still pay in person. And then you can take my deposit online. You can return it back to my card online. I don't have to worry about, hey, where's that cash or that check I gave you? It can just be returned directly back to my bank account. And then there's also an auto updating reservation calendar. So as reservations are made, automatically blocks that time out. Don't have to worry about times being double booked. And it just really helps. It makes it's a lot more efficient process than having everything paper manual, making sure you have all the information you need, and the people who need to know the information knows the information. You can just rope them all in on HeyGov and they can view the information for themselves and get notifications. So let's actually go through with what that looks like in HeyGov and how that process works. We'll start out on the resident side. So normally people have a link on their website. This is just our demo website. We have a quick link. You might have just a specific section for it. In ours, you click reserve a venue. It takes you to the venue page. You can have the availability calendar and time slots directly built into your web page if you would like. Otherwise, it can just link over to our app. And then from there, they choose their day. You can either have predefined time slots, or you can have it where they choose from, let's say, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it's charged by the hour. We can do it either way. And then it takes them to the form. And we do have a mobile app where if they're using their phones, it's a little bit easier to use our app. And then they can also do it directly into the desktop. For the app, it's available on iOS and Android devices, so it should cover everybody. And it's free. It's very user-friendly, nice to use. Like I said, I wish my city had it. I've tried to sell it to them. They have a process in place that they have a contract with. So maybe in the future, but it really is convenient. I live in a huge city, it's like the biggest or second biggest city in Alabama. And our reservation process is not this simple for facilities. It's still very much manual. They kind of have pieces of it online, but not the full process. And that's kind of where HeyGov can kind of tie in everything together with the form and the payments and the availability dates, all the amenities that are provided, how much extra everything costs. And it's just nice to have it all built into one place. And you can see our forms are completely customizable. So whatever information you need built into these forms, we can build them in. They can sign off to agree to rules and guides. You could offer extras like chairs, tables, decor, anything. And when they choose those options, if you charge extra for them, it'll automatically add that to the final price. It's very nice. And then on the admin side, you have a very nice admin dashboard. You have a reservation calendar that's going to show you all your upcoming reservations. You can view all the bookings and filter them out. And then you can also edit the individual venues. And this is where all the bookings live. You can filter them out by the venue, by the status. You can search by guest name. Maybe they call up and they have questions about the reservation. Very easy to find. And you can also filter by date and if they've paid or not. And then inside of a reservation, you can go in, and this is where you can confirm or decline the booking, as well as view all the information associated with that booking on the admin side. You'll notice over on the right, also you can add internal notes. This can be for bookkeeping purposes or for other departments or department members that might need to view that information. And then you can also send a message to the resident if there's going to be a delay, there's any conflicts, maybe an issue comes up, or you have a question for them. You can just send a message directly from the HeyGov platform. And then if everything checks out, you can just confirm the booking. Once you click on that, a message is going to pop up. Usually people have pre-filled messages here just saying, hey, your reservation's been approved. You can have a document that you can check mark to attach, uploaded into our system. So here we have the rules and guides document, and I just check marked it to attach it. So whenever the resident gets an email confirming the booking, they'll also get that document. And we can see that it's going to authorize a payment. For this one, it's the rental fee, that's $70 plus a $55 deposit fee. And then this is after the event is over with. You go back to the same place to return the deposit. It's really easy. You just click finalize booking. It's going to have the amount pre-filled. You choose how much you want to refund here. So it can be less. Maybe they broke a chair that you provided for them. Maybe they left a mess. Whatever it is, you can lower it if you want. Leave it the full amount. Give them nothing left. Just fill in that amount there, and then you can let them know why you took away some, or just say thank you for your reservation, and then click finalize booking, and you're done. It's going to refund that money back to their card or their payment method, and if you have it, we do it in two different ways. It can be an authorized hold where it doesn't actually pull it out of their account. It's just kind of held to the side, kind of like a hotel deposit, or it can actually pull it and refund it. With the authorized hold, it's going to automatically be available back in their account. They don't have to wait anytime. It'll just be back in their account. With the refunding the deposit, it'll take 3 to 5 business days to be back in their account. Either way, it's still easier than having to worry about where your cash or check is or having to go pick it up. It's just more automated. And we also have some features built into our reservation system that really help with the process and make it easier. So my 3 favorite, we do have other ones. And if you're interested in having a more in-depth talk about those, feel free to book a demo with me. 3 of my favorites are the ability to block out dates, multi-day rentals, which is new, and then the ability to add in-person reservations, or if somebody calls you up, really helps too. So you don't have to force them to do it online if they don't want to, or if there's accessibility issues. So with the blockout dates, it's really easy. You just go into an individual venue, click add block date, choose if you want them to be able to see on the calendar what the name and time of the event is, or you can just make it private. You type in the event name, choose how long it's going to last, from what date, what time, to what date, what time, and then click add, and it blocks that day out where residents can't book that date. This is really helpful if there's going to be maintenance or there's some kind of internal event, maybe for your town hall meetings, anything like that. It's really easy to block out the dates. Next thing is multi-day rentals, and we actually just added this in within the past 2 months. With this is great for campgrounds and marinas. They can choose from what date to what date they need the rental. Like I said, for campgrounds, the campground spot, so they don't have to book individual ones, and choose their spot or park or whatever you're renting out, and it'll give them the price. Same thing with the form, but it just allows them to do multiple days. And it'll even, for the campgrounds and marinas, it's really nice because we have a map built in, and it'll show the individual spots or with tags, or on the marina, it'll show the individual marina spots. I can't think what they're called, but the places where they can dock their boats at, and they can kind of coordinate where they want to be at. And then with the in-person, the ability to add reservations yourself, it's a little bit different than a resident going in and adding a reservation. It has a different screen. So here it's going to ask you questions to ask the resident just based on your form and things that might change the price, such as if they're a resident or not. And then you can choose how you want them to pay. So if you're doing an in-person payment, you can take payments with a card reader. And we do have card readers that you can get through us that connect to our system. I have one right here. There's a reflection, but it has the tap to pay, chip reader, swipe, everything that you need. So you can get those that actually connect to the HeyGov system, or you can take cash, check if you want to still, and then or a payment request, which will send them a payment portal where they can pay on their own terms with their card or ACH. So it's a little bit easier, and it just allows you to keep all your bookings in one place. And it updates the availability calendar as well. So it's just nice to keep everything in one ecosystem. And just some last thoughts on our reservation system. Our reservation system increases your efficiency, and also and maybe more importantly, accessibility for residents, people who are busy during the hours that you're open. I know for me, I work from home, so I'll have a little bit more flexibility, but I do work the same hours that our city hall's open. So, you know, if I'm having a busy day, it might be hard for me to get there. And I know like people who do work in person in the office, like my fiance, he can't leave work in the middle of the day to do things like that. He would have to do it over the phone, and then you still have to coordinate when am I going to do it during my work day if I'm able to. And so it increases accessibility as well. And then there's some people now who just don't like to get out. And you can bring any of your facility reservations or anything that you think could be reserved online with HeyGov. And that can also increase revenue for your municipality. And even just having them online can increase your revenue because it opens it up to this whole new demographic, the younger generations who don't like to call, who don't like to go in office to do things, but they still need rental reservations. I'm old enough to have a kid. I don't have any, but most of my friends have kids, and I know they're the same way as me. They don't like having to call or go in person to do something. So it'd be nice if they wanted to book something for their kid's birthday to be able to just do that online. And we have customized forms, and this gives you maximum benefit. You can tie in whoever needs to be tied in, whoever needs to review this information. Anything that could increase or decrease the price can be built in. Any information the person reserving needs to know can be built into the form. This is really handy. It's going to get all the information you need, all the payment data, all captured into one form. I know I had mentioned earlier the city I live in, how the reservation process is kind of complicated. They have an availability calendar that you can view, but it's not attached to the form or the actual information about the venue or the facilities. You have to go to one page and view all the different facilities, what they are. They have kind of I guess it's like a Google Calendar type ordeal that shows when it's reserved or not. You have to go see if your date's available. And then they have a fillable PDF type ordeal where I don't have to print it out, but I do have to like go in, fill the information, save it, and then send it to an email. So, and then I don't even know if they have a way to make the payments online. They might have to send you a request. So it's just broken apart in pieces, and it kind of draws it out and makes it complicated. And on another thought, we're affordable. We're very affordable for small municipalities up to the largest municipalities. I've talked to a lot of municipalities about other reservation software, and for the caliber that we operate and how easy it is and what it looks like, we come way under a lot of places that you'll get quoted. So if you think looking at this that we're too expensive for you, don't think that. Just ask us, get a quote from us, and we'll talk about it. And we can always work with you. Maybe it means not bringing all of your facilities online at the same time and just working your way up, starting with a few of them, whatever's in your price point right now, and then adding on later. It still helps to have those facilities online, maybe the ones that get reserved the most or that are the biggest pain to handle. you can start small and build up. We can work with you on pricing, because I know that's a big deal for municipalities to figure out what works for you. But we are very affordable, and we'll increase your efficiency and help you save time. So now we're at the questions portion. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in chat. Otherwise, I want to give you my contact information as well, really quick, in case you need to drop off. If you need to contact me with if you'd like a quote, you can either let me know in chat, or if you're watching this back, email me at megan@heygov.com. That's MEAGAN, spelled a little bit different. I think if you type in MEGAN, it'll still send to me. I think I have it fixed to do that. But feel free to reach out if you have any questions about pricing, or you want a one-on-one demo and to talk about your specific circumstance. We can do that, and I can show you a live demo of our system, answer any questions you have directly, or just chat. So feel free to contact me. If you have general questions, maybe not relating to pricing, you can just send it to our general HeyGov@heygov.com email, and me or one of my colleagues will reach out with a response. And then if you currently use our system, or you start to use our system and you encounter any bugs, we do have a support email as well. So I'm gonna go back and yeah, just let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, feel free to drop off or email me with any questions later if you need to, if you think of some afterwards. Thank you all for your time, and I'll see you next time. No problem. Just gonna pull back up I feel like I always swap between my question and answer screen and my contact screen. I'm gonna leave this up for just another minute, and then I'll stop the recording.